Then, this is how this should be.
Hey, that's a scar on Renkun's forehead. Isn't a scar on the same place as that person? When Ren Oshima of the same department looked down, I accidentally saw an old scar on his forehead. That scar reminded me of the past. That was about a year ago, when I was still in high school. Back then, I still had my fancy blonde hair and my uniform skirt was much shorter. I'll take a shortcut through the park today. On my way home from school, I was walking through a park I wouldn't normally pass. Elementary school children were playing baseball in a park square. I didn't know you could play baseball here. Just when I was thinking that.
Oh!
Eh? The baseball that was hit came flying straight at me. My body completely froze at the unexpected turn of events. It's going to hit me!
Watch out!
Ah! Just before the ball hit the ground, someone came running, hugged me and pushed me down. Eh? Oh, are you okay?
Yeah. You...
I am, thanks to you.
I see. That's good, son.
The person exhaled in relief and picked himself up. It was then that I noticed he had an injury on his forehead. Oh my god, you're hurt!
Yeah. But it's okay. There's a hospital lies here, so I just go right away. Anyway, I'm glad you're not hurt. See you later.
Ah! Before I had time to stop him, the young man who was about my age smiled and left. He never asked for anything in return, never blamed me, and from his actions, I fell in love with him. But I never saw him again after that day. Someone I've always wanted to meet. There is a person in front of me who has a scar in the same place as that person. Ren and I took the same lecture, and we ended up forming a group. And we're in the process of making an essay. Is that a coincidence that he has the scar in the same spot? Or...
What's wrong?
He noticed that I was staring at Renkun without moving my head. Renkun tilts his head curiously.
Is there something wrong with it?
Oh no, I was just trying to structure in my head.
I see. Well, let me know if you notice anything.
Yeah. Renkun, who seems to have been convinced by the lie I told in the spur of the moment, looks down at his essay again. Thank God I managed to fool him. Exhaling softly, I stole a glance at Renkun's face. Looking closely, I can see a resemblance. Maybe? I wonder if it's the same person. If Renkun is the young man I met back then, I would want to thank him properly. With that in mind, I decided to speak with Renkun at the end of the lecture. Renkun, can I have a word?
Yeah, what is it?
Hey Renkun, is your hometown in Shizuoka by any chance?
Yes. But did I never tell you that?
Nope, just thought so. So one more question. Is the scar on your forehead from defending a girl when you were in high school?
That's right. How do you know about that too?
I knew it! Renkun's eyes widened in surprise, and I smiled at him. Renkun, I'm the high school girl from back then.
What? Really?
It's true. Renkun, thank you so much for that time. I really wanted to thank you earlier, and I was waiting for you at the park, but I never saw you.
Yeah, I just happened to be pursuing services that day. Bano didn't thank me. I did what I wanted to do.
But the scar, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
This is not Kaori-san's fault. Don't worry about that. Besides, I'm glad they didn't leave a scar on Kaori-san's face. Kaori-san is beauty after all.
Eh? My face started to brush at his words. Renkun is so kind. Renkun's word made my heart flutter again, but the guilt in my heart had not yet disappeared. I don't think anyone, man or woman, would like to be left with a scar, so that's why I should take responsibility.
Responsibility?
Yeah, leave it to me to support you, Renkun.
Huh?
I smiled at Renkun, who raised a puzzled voice. Next day. Good morning, Renkun.
Oh, good morning.
That's right, Renkun. You like coffee, right? I brought some this morning. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. It's a little cold today, isn't it? I was right to choose hot coffee.
Well, yes.
Before the lecture, I sat next to Renkun and gave him a cup of coffee. Our hands touched each other and I noticed that Renkun's hands were cold. Oh my god! Your hands are so cold!
Oh,
I rubbed my hand around Ren's hand, which had been warmed by that coffee. Renkun's face turned bright red. Eh? What's wrong? Do you have a fever? I put my forehead to his. But there was no heat coming from his forehead. No fever?
it's okay.
Renkun pulled away from me in a hurry.
Hey, are you being too close suddenly?
Eh? It's natural to worry about the person who saved your life, isn't it? It's only natural.
Is that so? But really, you don't have to care about me anymore.
Not a chance. I have to return the favor. When I smiled, Renkun lowered his eyebrows in confusion. I must do whatever I can for Renkun. I made up my mind to do so, and I continued to give attention to Renkun from then on. Meanwhile, the group essay that led me to the reunion with Renkun was going well. However, because of the large volume, Renkun and I often stayed at the university until the last minute to check the details. It's tiring to make essays every day after the lectures.
Are you okay?
Renkun, who was walking next to me, supported me as I wobbled. I'll be fine, but I have another essay to write for the lecture, so I guess I'm a little dizzy.
Take a little easy. If it's too hard, I choose the essay for this, so you can take a break.
Thank you, but this doesn't mean anything if we don't do this as a group.
What a big yum. Get some sleep today, okay?
Yeah, but still...
What?
I just thought that Renkun is really kind.
What?
Drowsiness was dulling my thoughts. I instinctively hugged Renkun.
Wait, Kaori-san.
Renkun, you're so warm.
You must be barely asleep, huh? Phew. I'm worried about you. So, I'll walk you home.
Really? Yes. Okay. Okay then, piggyback? Give me a piggyback.
Huh? Oh, God. You're teasing me again.
I'm not teasing you. I just said it because I wanted you to do it, Renkun. I'm only saying it because it's you.
Yes. Come on. Let's go home.
Oh, you avoided the topic. I hurried to catch up with Renkun, who had walked away with a red face. Renkun is so pure and cute. If I could go out with Renkun, every day would be fun. That's what I thought, and then it hit me. Hey, when did I fall in love with Renkun so much? I was surprised, but there are many good things about Renkun. It was no surprise that I would like him. But Renkun doesn't seem to be interested in me. How can I get closer to Renkun? Frustrated by the distance between us, which was not getting any closer, even though we talked every day, I decided to attack more. Oh, there he is! Renkun! Renkun was sitting on the patio glass reading a book. I sat straddling over him.
What? Kaori-san?
Hey Renkun! Won't you go out with me sometimes instead of reading books?
Yes? Well, regard of me for now. Your skirt is too short. I might you if you keep.
You can look if you want. Only Renkun is special, okay? I put my hands on the hem of my skirt and gently lifted up. Then Renkun grabbed my hand and stopped me.
No, I'm good.
I see. Hey Renkun, are you still not interested in me?
Well, that's not true. But I'm in. I'll be trouble even if you show me your underwear.
I see. I'm convinced with Renkun's bright red face. Renkun is really pure, isn't he? Renkun's flustered appearance made me like him even more. I smiled, pulled Renkun's hand and stood up. Hey, I found a great cafe nearby. Let's study there.
Oh, yeah.
When I started walking, Renkun followed me. We held hands for the first time. Someday, I'd like to hold his hands with fingers intertwined like how lovers do. In the end, the hand that Renkun and I held together never left each other's until we arrived at the cafe. He didn't shake me off, and I was very happy about that. Since then, the distance between me and Renkun has changed a little. More and more often, when I invited him to town after college, he would come. I don't know how it started, but I would like to continue bringing us closer together. Then one day, I found Renkun being involved with Tanaka, who was famous in the campus as a handsome guy.
You don't get too carried away. You're just an attractive nerd.
When I heard that, I immediately ran to Renkun and hugged onto his arms. Hey, would you stop mocking my boyfriend?
Oh, wait. You're the most beautiful girl in the carriage and you're his girlfriend? No way.
I'm not lying. Now, if you understand, please leave.
Seriously?
At my words, Tanaka slumps his shoulders and leaves.
Thank you, Kaori-san. For lying like that, you get rid of Tanaka.
Well, it's a lie for sure. But hey, can I be your real girlfriend while we're at it? I've been attracted to you since high school when you protected me from the baseball. I was also attracted to you, Renkun, who's very smart in university. More than anything, you're kind, humble, and nice. That's why I want to go out with you. Or rather, I want to get married already.
Yeah? Really?
Yes, but I will respect your feelings. What do you think about me? Depending on the answer, I'll give up once and for all.
Please, don't give up. Actually, I like you too, Kaori-san. But I've given up on the idea. There's a beautiful girl like you will ever choose me. And I never told you this. But if you were willing to choose me.
I won't choose anyone but you.
Thank you, Kaori-san. Please, go on with me.
Yes. Oh, so now that we're lovers, can we do that thing I've been dreaming about? Holding your hands with fingers intertwined. Ren's fingers gently intertwined my hand that I held out to him. I smiled softly at the worms which got closer than before.